Hi guys.
Today is Monday. Um,
It, it got cold today. Really cold. Like I made sure all the windows are closed, and um, I haven't had to turn my heat back on yet. But that being said, it's gonna need turned on at some point in time because it's colder. Um,
I
I messaged my doctor's office today and told them that I'm having severe depression issues and that I I need medication because I have been having some really bad depression
depression.
between the gloominess, rain, and being locked inside the house.
It's really, really
Getting
getting.
to me. So I think she's calling in a prescription for me so that I can have some assistance. I don't like taking medications because I've been on so many, and it usually doesn't wind up helping me. But that being said, in this time right now, I'm willing to suck it up and deal with it, even
And
however it may affect me. I know a lot of medications put you in a fog or a haze, um, and I absolutely hate that feeling. But that being said, I need it.
big time because
But trying to hope for sunshine and warm weather isn't helping anymore. Even my little things that I do for myself, getting a shower, doing my makeup, trying to go out for walks, going outside and sitting in the fresh air, just none of it's working. So I need extra help. And if that is a medication for
right now,
doing all of this, I am willing to deal with it. Um, uh, I just think that more than anything, like if this were to happen, the COVID-19, if it were to happen over the summertime, and for all I know, this may continue throughout the summer. I don't think that it would necessarily affect me so bad because then at least I could go outside, enjoy the weather in the yard, do yard work, stuff like that, and just we haven't really been able to because it's been raining and that makes the yard really damp. I'm trying not to use a certain word because I know some people hate that word. But it, I can't do the things that I want to do because it's rainy and dreary. And now we're back to uh, cooler weather. Um, I think actually this is probably the coolest that we've had since our last little bit of snow. And that was a while ago. Um, I I know that the
the COVID-19.
COVID-19 has finally hit my area where I live. So that's a bit scary. especially since my husband is still working at the hospital. So
that puts us.
it's at a little more risk.
It makes me worry.
It makes me worry about him. Not only him, it makes me worry about me. Because I'm generally healthy. I'm a bigger girl, but um, I really don't have like too many underlying issues. Like I know I have high blood pressure caused from being a bigger girl. I have migraines. Um, and luckily enough, those have actually been suppressed for a while now. Knock on wood. um, it's been about 3 months since I had my last actual major migraine. I've had twinge here and there, but nothing I wasn't able to help with ibuprofen. Um, so that's been good. And I know I have a little bit of asthma, um, but I don't use an inhaler on a regular basis. It's just like every once in a while I need it. Um, and luckily enough, my daughter doesn't have any health issues. So, as far as things go, we, for the majority, are pretty safe and healthy, and our systems are able to help if we get infected. Um, but my in-laws, especially my father-in-law, are more susceptible. He's got really bad asthma. He also has diabetes, and those are two of the major things that can make you more susceptible to the COVID-19. Um,
My mother.
Mother-in-law has less health issues. She still has some health issues, but it's not so many. So whenever I do worry, I worry about her less than I worry about my father-in-law. But we all have to do what we have to do. My father-in-law still has to work because he actually is a gas attendant. So he's one of those essential people. Um, whereas my mother-in-law, she's worked from home for as long as I've been with Aaron, my husband. Yeah, it's just, see, it's,
I can't
even think straight because it's just, I came home from doing a little bit of running around, and I laid down on the couch and I fell asleep. I, lately, I haven't been doing that. I mean, over this period of time where we've been quarantined, I have, but while I was working, I wasn't doing that. I actually had a set schedule of when I went to bed, when I woke up, what I would do, and it
for someone who
doesn't have normal. That was a big thing for me.
I
we started the process of coloring my hair. Um, we actually have to get more more bleach in order to do it because my hair is too thick, and even with the back like shaved and the sides are shaved, my hair is still super thick.
so
It takes a lot to color it. Like he was able to get the top, but the underneath he really wasn't able to get at all. Um, so I kind of actually look like a cheetah right now. At least that's what I saw whenever I looked in the mirror. It's like there's a spot here and a spot here and like one back here of the darker spots, but I don't care. It's just hair. No one's really looking at it but me right now, so oh well. I mean, I know I'm doing these, but um, I'm the only one who really has to look in the mirror and see it. And I've got one of those mindsets of it's just hair. It, it will grow back, it will grow out. I'll be able to order more stuff to do my hair. I have a very relaxed thought process on it. Um, so yeah, um, I'm just waiting for the doctor to call in that script so I can start it. And I know it's gonna be a while before it kicks in and actually does something. Because again, I've been depressed since I was about 10 years old, and my mother passed away. And at that time, um, that was back in the 90s, you really didn't hear about the word cancer. So it was something that was very new, at least to us. And my mom was in RN, um, but they kept us sheltered. They didn't really tell us much of anything. I can remember bits and pieces, but it's nothing big.
I
I
remember
remember her always looking very pale, and in my family we're very Italian. That's why I've got the really dark hair. I've even got a natural tan that I have all year round. Um, it's kind of an olive color, and I know my mom used to have that. I remember her being very pale, like paler than the underside of your arm pale, um, almost translucent. Um, and then her skin was hanging because she had no muscle. She had no muscle tissue because it ate away at everything. Um,
I
I
remember
remember going to the doctor's office with her, and I believe it was my father. It may not have been. I remember her being there. I don't remember who was with us, but I'm almost positive it was my father. And they told her she had cancer. And as we were walking out of the office, my mother used to smoke. She used to smoke Marlboro Reds. She took her cigarettes, crushed them in her hand, and threw them into the trash can. and she was a heavy smoker from what I can remember, and she didn't pick up another cigarette. Because I guess they told her that if she quit smoking, she did the treatment that she needed to do, that it would extend her life. Um, I, like I said, I don't remember a lot about it. I'm assuming that she was diagnosed at stage 4. And it started out as cervical cancer. It just spread throughout her entire body. So I'm a major supporter in survival, in any kind of cancer, but specifically cervical cancer. Like I am a big supporter of suicide awareness. Um, and there's a few other things that I remember that were kind of traumatic. But thankfully enough, I guess my brain was able to handle those things. So I didn't develop something like DID, which for any of you that don't know what that is dissociative identity disorder. And if I'm saying that wrong, please correct me. But I think that's how you say it. It it's not a pretty thing to have, but people can live with that. But I guess my brain was able to cope with the traumatic experiences that I had as a kid. That being said, even though my brain was able to cope with those things, it still made it so that I got depressed. And I have suffered with chronic. I'm not talking like the occasional, oh, I've got the Monday blues. I am talking chronic. Every day is a struggle depression. Sometimes it physically hurts to get out of bed. That's how bad my depression can and will get. And I am going to tell you right now that before this whole COVID-19 is done and over with, I will experience probably 2 or 3 of those days. I really hope that I don't, but I know my body well enough to know that it's gonna happen. And I know it's probably going to happen soon because it was a struggle to get up off the couch. Just do this. But I want to continue to do one of these a day because as much as it's not helping, it still is helping just a smidgen. Knowing that, yeah, I really haven't had anybody who looked at these, but knowing that the possibility of being able to help somebody just by telling my story helps. And I think that's kind of why I started this. Not only because I was, irritated that we were being locked up in our houses, but because we're being locked up in our houses, those of us that suffer from the depression, from the anxiety. We need to know that there is more people out there just like us. And not enough people discuss depression because it might be 2020 and we might be more accepting of gay, lesbian, transgender, and bisexual, and all of that. Um, Depression is still a naughty word. People still don't like to discuss depression. And no, discussing depression is not fun. It isn't. But, that being said, talking about depression is not bad. It is not evil. It does not make you weak for discussing your issues. In fact, if anything, it actually makes you stronger. Because people are saying, oh, wait, you're talking about that? No, you shouldn't be talking about that. That's something you're supposed to keep to yourself. It's not. It is not in the least bit something you should be keeping to yourself. If you need to talk, you talk. Heck, do what I'm doing. I'm not even talking to anybody. I am talking to YouTube world that I am going to get lost in sooner or later. I don't care. I don't care if my worst enemy sees this. Me discussing my mental state, my health, as far as that goes, doesn't make me weak. I grew up in the era where you don't talk about things. You don't talk about if you find a girl pretty. There was no such thing as non-binary. You were either a girl or you were a guy. There was nothing in between. If you were a girl, you were supposed to like boys. If you were a guy, you were supposed to like girls. And I think that era is finally coming to an end. And I hope, for my kids' sake, both of them, that it is coming to an end, because it's not right to tell somebody who they can and cannot love. It's not right that a man and a woman can get married even though they have a very, very toxic relationship. But a woman and a woman, or a guy and a guy, weren't supposed to do that. And I'm so happy that I got to see the day that two people, regardless of their gender, are able to get married just because they're in love. That is a big thing. And it definitely makes me happy to see that the bigoted thoughts are at least diminishing. I'm one of those people who do not care who you are. I don't care if you're black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, whatever you are. I don't care if you're gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, non-binary, whatever you are. If you are a good, decent human being, that's what you are. You are a good, decent human being. If you are someone who beats on women and you're stronger than them, then you're not a decent human being. In my eyes, you're a POS. And those type of people need help. They really do. I don't think that anybody should be laying their hands on anybody. And I grew up where somebody did hit. Somebody did abuse. And I grew up with the thought process that that was okay. That was normal. It was actually harder, and it still is to this day. It's harder to hear the good things about yourself than it was to hear the negative. I still to this day believe the negative things about myself because while I was growing up, that was normal. That was okay. People like my husband weren't in my life. So when I met my husband, it was hard. We have been together for 14 years, and it still, to this day, makes me cringe to hear him call me beautiful. I still, to this day, whenever him and I fight, think he's going to leave me and he doesn't love me anymore. None of that is true. I am beautiful. I do deserve better than what I had growing up. And he does love me, even when we argue. But something was put in my brain a long, long time ago that I'm worthless, that I don't matter, that I don't deserve. And all of that, I believe, contributes to my depression. And if you need somebody to tell you that you do matter, that you are beautiful, that you are allowed to actually be loved, I'm going to tell you right now, you do matter. You are beautiful. You do deserve all the love in the world. You don't deserve to be beat. You don't deserve to be mentally abused. You don't deserve to be sexually abused. You do matter. And for any of you that have those issues, there is help. There is help if you are being abused physically or sexually. There is help if you are being mentally abused. And I'm going to tell you right now, mental abuse is so much worse than physical abuse. Because physical abuse, bruises go away. They disappear. The mental abuse doesn't go away. It doesn't disappear. It really doesn't get better. And it doesn't get easier. You learn to live. Either you learn to live with the mental abuse, or you learn to live without it. Learning to live without it is harder. It is. I know, I got told too many times for different things. If you are one of those people who's being abused in one way or another, please seek help. Because the cycle continues. And if you learn nothing else from me, learn to look in the mirror. And it's definitely hard at first, but look in the mirror and tell yourself every day, I matter. I am beautiful. I deserve love. It does hurt. It hurts to hear yourself say that to yourself. And you have to do it in the mirror. You can't just say it in your head. You can't just think it. You have to say it out loud in the mirror. And for anybody who is in one of those situations, turn on the shower. Go into that mirror while that shower is on so that they can't hear you. And tell yourself these things. Because those things help you get out. Don't believe the negativity. believe what I am telling you. You are beautiful. You do matter. You do deserve to be loved and are loved. I currently don't have the information for any shelters or anything like that. But there is always help. There's always a way to get out. And my last and final thought for the day is that I hope that you find it. So, I'm going to get off here. I am going to try and attempt to do another one of these tomorrow. And I say attempt because I don't know where my depression's going to be at tomorrow. I know where it's at today, and I can't predict where it will be at tomorrow. So, everyone have a good day, and I hope you found your peace.